I was kind of curious. I would like to ask Duane a question on a statement that he made some time ago about purgatory. Now, I'm not sure if he was kidding about having volunteers take over purgatory. Would you mind explaining that, Duane?
Yes, hello, Ronald. It's good to hear from you, young man. I'm glad you're still here with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? It's not easy sharing this and trying to, provide explanations for people to understand a little bit of something, how simple it all is, because it's the bigger picture. But uh, please let me understand the question. So again, purgatory. So you have to remind me here, what is it that I said?
Well, I think you're referring to that looking for volunteers to take over. That was my impression.
Oh,
I'm not sure if I was understanding it correctly.
I'm not sure either. So it's always funny stuff. Creation is funny as we go through this. And yeah, it's brutal, it's awful, it's torture. Yeah, I throw things against the wall at times too. I mean, Paul, when he was here, he would get frustrated.
Yeah.
One time he was on a radio or TV interview, and the interviewer was such a knucklehead, he just got up and walked off. You know. And so, and Paul used to talk about patience and whatever. One time he was at the barber, he waited too long. He says, "I'm out of here." So again, we're all bothered because we have these body types, and um, yeah, sometimes I'm kidding. Yeah, sometimes, and people ask me that, "Are you kidding? Are you serious? Are you being sarcastic?" And it can be all of that and a lot more. And this is where we learn to, it's kind of like uh, the ideas we can have about the sun. You can have any idea you want, and you know what? The sun keeps shining. And so the idea here is that we get to that point that we're just, the awesome beings we are. We're just awareness. And while we're in creation, we're helping others. And I really like this challenge. You have to like the challenge. That's the difference. It's not, when we were in the spiritual path, it was me, me, me. Oh, I want spirituality. I want my third eye open. I want my next initiation. I want, I want, I want. Okay, see? And you got to get past all that to where look at the sun shining. Learn to recognize how it is. That's how life is. And when you're in that position, it's awesome. So in the meantime, yeah, there are going to be funny things said, and people will take the things I say and twist them around. This is where, I'll use the word hopefully, that they go to the real side and see the intent. Always look for the intent. I look for the intent in people. I look for the sincerity. I don't like the word sincerity. That doesn't make sense. Sincerity, that's the heart of the individual. And take a look at that. So it's like whatever. And it's like, okay, we need volunteers to take over purgatory. Well, shoot, we're in purgatory. I mean, how bad do you want it to get to be? The whole poisonous planet, it's self-destructing. You don't always see it in your neighborhood, but it's coming, and etc. So I don't know how to answer your question, but the main focus is always the is. The isness life is like the sun shining. That's the best representative. And when things are said here, whatever, and I have to deal with it too. I'm dealing with this one fella that Paul and Rebazar came to and wanted to experience, and said, he asked about me because he had been in real side experiences with me, but then all of a sudden, Paul and Rebazar says, "Oh no, he's nothing," and he's showing that, well, Duane said the chemtrails are this or whatever. Oh no, they're nothing. That's all baloney. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as reptilians. This is what's real. Creation is real, and all the buildings you see and whatever. So again, this is his experience. So we're going to get a lot of stuff here. And it's like how crazy Kelsey went. She was here twice and she did this twice. She got worse this time. And I've seen the best seers flip out and go to the dark side, whatever. It's going to happen. So again, all we have is our own initiative, our own intent, and our own experiences. And again, what makes sense? What makes sense? So look what we're providing, whatever. So if I said something about purgatory, I kind of remember, but sometimes I'll joke about it. Yeah. In other words, especially with somebody like that, because she likes to giggle. I like to hear people giggle. I like to hear Val laugh or whatever. It's hard to get them to laugh, but I like to do it. But just kind of jokingly about many of these things, because creation is nuts. You have cause and effect agitation. The old idea is karma. Oh, you got good karma. Oh, you got bad karma. Oh, well, it sounds like, oh, gee, if you got good karma, oh, things are good. No, they're not. It's all a load. If you're carrying a good book or a good rock or a good anchor, it's a good one. Okay, it's still an anchor, isn't it? So it's getting, it's still an anchor. Don't matter if it's good or bad or right or wrong. We're in the position now that, and this is the challenge, where people let go of everything. The trick is let go, not take on more ideas. We already went through the ideas. We already got the idea, the savior idea, the master idea, the kings and queens, all the authorities, the rules, regulations, all the hierarchies, all this stuff, and what a bunch of junk. Okay, it's all freaking junk. You clear the air. Boy, you got the sun shining. That's why I like to go to the beach. You got the sun shining. You got the big sky. You got the ocean. Just let go. And it's a freeness. It's not a freedom, and it's an endless isness that you recognize. It's so cool and it's so real. And who sees it? But in the meantime, yes, Ronald, the world's nuts, okay? And I don't mind saying that, and we got to deal with it. But, that's the challenge, and I like it because I see the heart of people, and I really want to help them, you and others. All I can do is present it. That's why I called it the new presentation, because realistically, it's a presentation. It's not a category. I'm not sitting here creating doctrine, boring doctrines. I've realized that. I've recognized it. I'm amazed myself. I really am. But I just love the purity of it and the sun shining, the air we breathe, etc. It's so cool. And so again, good for you. You stuck around. It only gets better. Yes. Did that kind of answer it? That was a lot, wasn't it?
No, I think it's, you answered it quite well.
Yeah. So it's cool you're here. And be sure and bother your neighbors too. Okay, because that's what it's the agitation that wakes us up. So, I did a group a long time ago called We Bothered Everybody. And so that's real. It's like, all these little cute things that we went through. Oh, spiritual blessings and Baraka Bashad and all this stuff. What is that? A bunch of gooey stuff that people accept as something? It's like the bad gifts you get for Christmas and your birthday that you don't want, but you got to pretend that they're okay, right?
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of people that seem to contact me here on Skype, so I lead them your way.
No, you want to start your own Skype. You want to start your own Skype. That's the challenge. And deal with all this nonsense. Because look at Revazar and the guides. They got to deal with it. They're people too, They got to deal with it. Yeah. Yes. Step up, start your own. I was on the public 30 years, taught everywhere, and I'm doing this, etc. Worldwide. I am out there everywhere. The elites, the bad people, etc. I'm in the business world. I'm doing these projects. I am saturated. I'm just stepping up. It's like destroy me if you want, but I'm doing it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing it because I like the challenge. That's the fun part. And see, you become more aware, you become more real, and you clean yourself out that way. You really do. You get rid of all these ideas that you don't need by you face everything. Yeah. That's the idea of creation. Yeah. Face it all. No good and bad, no right or wrong. You face it all. You do it till you get through it. until you see this reality like a real guy. It's so cool. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
it's scary. It's scary too. Go ahead. Go ahead, Seee. Go ahead.
New you. New you. New you. New you. New you. Thank you.
New you. Yes, it's short but sweet, but we meet every day. We do a little new you. It all helps, just like watering your plants. Yes, very real.